And that's when, with the help from his uncle St. Charles, a local musician, took him under his wing and showed him the business side of the music and how it worked.
I hooked up with my uncle St. Charles.
We said, okay, what shall we do? What's the first thing we should do? And I went like this to him. I went. They said, oh, dollars. I said, yeah, this is the first thing you do.
And I was like, okay, let's do this, you know. And so he knew some avenues. He knew more avenues than we did.
I said, look, fellas, I tell you what. If I help you, you're going to get out of the game you're in. You're going to get all that out of that shootout stuff, all the stuff that you're in. Promise me that you're going to stop. If I help you, promise me you're going to stop. Yeah, we're going to stop. I said, all right, you got a deal.
I had a song called I Thought I Could Trust a Girl, and I Thought I Could Trust a Girl was more or less like a I Need Love song. Dig that. And, you know, I figured that was the only way I was going to get some radio play. You know what I mean? But we had game. We knew the street knowledge. Dig that. We come from the soil. You dig that? So anyway, so we say, man, check this out. That didn't work. So we sold like 5,000 units of that. And it was only records. It was all records. There was no cassettes, no CDs.
Earl linked back up with D-Shot, Be Legit, and eventually his sister Sugar T. At first they called themselves MVP.
We started as a group called MVP, Most Valuable Players, dig that. And what had happened, it was me, D-Shot, Sugar T, and Be Legit. And, you know, we just, at that time, it was 1987, I was fresh from college, and we was at it. I did a couple of them. We did one with MVP over my father's house on the camcorder. It was a fool. It was me, D-Shot, and MB. I did another one at Universal Studios, which was my first one, to a song called Face to Facts that nobody really never heard. We tried to get record deals. Please believe it. We went to the Gavin. We went to the Gavin conventions. We went to all the music people picnics. We went to everything. Anything that was jumping, we was there trying to hand out our demo tape and campaign. We had iron-on hats, you know, with the click on.
But then soon they became known as The Click. By the late 80s, The Click was buzzing. They dropped their first single, Let's Side, and started making noise all over the Bay.
And then we came with Let's Side. Let's Side really did its thing, and then after that, we really just did the shit for real.
Then came the breakthrough, their album Down and Dirty. That project took them to the next level, and E-40 emerged as the leader of the group.